Hello, D-Gens. Welcome to Degenerate Takes. I, of course, am the Brofict one, AJ. Happy Labor Day. September 1st, 2025. The end of college football week 1 comes to a close in North Carolina as we get prepared for kickoff between TCU and the Bill Belichick-led North Carolina Tar Heels. I, of course, am the Brofict one, AJ. Hope you're having a good one, and we're in for a doozy. We are in for a real doozy here, and that is for sure. Have Bill Belichick's debut in college football, and it's going to be an interesting one. You know what I mean? It's a debut that has been marred in controversy with the whole Jordan situation, his girlfriend, and the commercials, the interviews, Hard Knocks, and then Hard Knocks not happening. Now a documentary is happening. They're trying to trademark everything under the sun from Gold Digger to Just Do Your Job. I mean, absolutely crazy work from there, but can all of this distractions be pushed away to get Belichick's career as a head college football coach tipped off in the right way? We will see. That is for sure. Let's take a look, though, at what is important, and that, of course, is the betting odds. As we are looking at it, TCU coming in as 3.5-point favorites. North Carolina plus the 3.5 plus 152 on the money line. 55 is the total here. Looking at where the public's at, public seems to really like TCU minus the 3.5. 58% of the bets, 58% of the money on TCU there, with the line opening at 3, moving to 3.5. So moving along with the money. But then you take a look at the money line. You take a look at the money line, and you've got the money line 52% of the bets, 79% of the money, excuse me. So a lot of sharps, a lot of heavy money coming in on North Carolina money line at the plus 152, plus 150, however you're getting it, however you're looking at it. But overall, and I'll put my picks up on the stream as well. I forgot I can do that. So let me get that going. Record, nope. We want to go ahead and edit that one up in a minute. There we go. That's what I was looking for. But yeah, no, we're going UNC on the money line today at plus 150. We're going UNC plus 2.5 in the first half, like UNC, obviously, in this game. And I'm also going to take some action on UNC plus that 3.5, putting it out of range of the field goal and letting me hang by the hook. Absolutely love that. Looking at taking UNC money line going into the first half. Wow. We get our first look of Bill Belichick. Bill Belichick still wearing a cutoff hoodie. So shout out to the hoodie surviving even in the transition with a Carolina football Jordan sweatshirt. Shout out to Bill Belichick getting interviewed by Roe right now. And so we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. It's interesting. And we haven't heard a lot about this UNC team. They made a lot of moves in the transfer portal trying to kind of establish that team, set it up like an NFL franchise, where you can go into free agency and kind of rebuild your team from there if you need to. And Belichick and Michael Lombardi, the GM over there, yeah, I know it's crazy to say the GM over at a college. I mean, it's crazy, but anyway, building it that way. And I think that college football is ready for a head coach, ready for a system like that to come in and treat it like a pro system, treat the transfer portal with what it is, a very expensive free agency for college players. And they go along with that. I think they're going to be doing just fine. But I like this North Carolina team a lot. And yes, a lot of that does have to do with the fact that Bill Belichick is the head coach there. But not only looking at that, but the starters, the players they were able to bring in through the transfer portal, really, I truly think they got the guys they wanted to, and they're ready to move forward, and Belichick's ready to take over. I've got a lot of faith in him as a head coach, getting teams that, maybe didn't have the most talent on the team, but getting them to that next level. And that's something Belichick has always been able to do. And we'll see how Gio Lopez does at under center, starting quarterback for North Carolina. But if Belichick wants him, I mean, he does have a good eye for quarterback. I hate to say it, he does. And say what you want to about Mac Jones. Mac Jones was a fine quarterback. He did great that rookie year. It just, didn't turn out the way everyone wanted to. And that has to do, I think, more with the pieces and how that team was being ran than in Belichick getting kicked out, et cetera, et cetera. But anyway, Belichick just looks ready to coach football. And that's what I'm getting from him with his normal, just stoic, I don't care, let's talk football, let's go. He's not even running out with the players. He's walking out on the side. And North Carolina football, absolutely packed house for the beginning of the Bill Belichick era. Big day. Bill Belichick, beyond successful in the NFL as a head coach, can he recreate the same thing in North Carolina? It's exciting, and I'm stoked to be here. I'm stoked to talk about it, but it's going to be interesting, and I do think that he has what it takes. I'm not worried about Bill Belichick having what it takes to be a head coach in college. You know what I mean? I think with the team he has around him, the coaching staff he has around him, he's going to be fine. I think it's going to be more of, do the players that he has stand up to what he wants, and can they execute what he wants? And we'll know very early on here if this is going to be and I do think it's going to be early on here. And yes, the team will get better and everything, but if they come out and we get a false start or something procedural wrong in the first drive, that's going to be some red flags that we're going to want to address, I think, if we're North Carolina and we're Bill Belichick. But again, we shall wait and see. It's interesting what North Carolina is the story here. And I mean, I have all the respect in the world for TCU and the run they had a couple of years ago, but they haven't done much since, and it doesn't look like they're going to do much this year. And so I don't think they're going to be, obviously they're favored in this matchup. The book thinks they're going to win. Public seems to think they're going to cover. It's going to be more of a matter of, I think, does Belichick do what everyone thinks he can do? And that is get these guys into shape and get them into shape fast and play Bill Belichick style football, Patriot style football. And it's hard to bet against Belichick, It's like betting against Brady in the playoffs. You just don't do it. You just don't do it. But anyway, we're all over UNC. We're excited about it. I think we're in our last little commercial break / video package before we get kickoff here finally. And here we go. The start of the Bill Belichick era in college football begins now. First quarter about to get started. North Carolina offense going to start with the ball. TCU to kick. Let's get it going, baby. And a shallow kick. We're going to get a return here. Moved outside, not too bad. There we go. Oh, yeah. Yo, Big Mo, how you doing, bro? How did the draft go? And then when you show the draft, I'll show you how my draft went. All right? Because I'm a fan of how my draft went. I want to let me know how your draft went, though, bro. I want to know. But here we go. First look at North Carolina's offense under Gio Lopez. Excited to see how this plays out. Knowing Bill Belichick, probably starting off with a run here. And with the setup we're seeing, under center, we got a motion. We got a handoff here. Nice wide open gap. Should get about 8-9 yards on that one. That's not a bad way to start a drive, not a bad way to start off a game. All right, QB, Kyler, love it. Running back, Gibbs, Chase Brown, nice. Wide receivers, Amon-Ra, JSN, love it. Tight end, Tyler Warren, love it. Flex Henderson, love it. Kicker, Aubrey, okay. Houston defense, bench. Rashee Rice, Calvin Ridley, Tony Pollard, Christian Kirk, Jared Goff, Kyle Pitt. 10-man PPR. Love it, bro. I love it. I do love it, honestly. I think you're not feeling great on QB. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, bro. You're chilling. But I'm sorry. We'll go fantasy here for a second, then we'll get back to this game. And Kyler is going to have a good first couple of games. The Cardinals' schedule is stupid easy to start the season off. Those first 3-4 games are going to be really, I think, going to be able for Kyler to get into that groove, get his confidence up, and you're going to see him running around, throwing that ball around as UNC is just ripping off runs at this point, showing that that backfield is ready to rock and roll. TCU with no answers yet. But nah, dude, I love it. I love it, bro. I think you're chilling. Way to be. Great draft, dude. Great job. I'd give you a solid A-. Out of respect, I'll give you a solid A-. Let me show you I'll show you my team real quick. Gave a Pollard really. I love that move too. I love it, dude. You killed it, bro. Seriously, you absolutely killed it. Can I pull it up? No, I can't pull it up. Oh well. But anyway. Ooh, we see our first big pass play of the game completed. North Carolina rolling, baby. North Carolina offense starting off strong and getting a big chunk play there. They're on what, the 24? Yeah, they're on the 24 right now. 1st and 10 in the shotgun. Getting a motion. We're going to get a RPO up the center. Nice little pass there. And we're 1st and goal. UNC not having a problem marching down this field right now. And I got to say, they look sharp. Like, this team looks sharp. And Belichick, is, if you're watching, can clearly looks happy of what's going on. But here we go. First and goal. 11:53 left in the first. UNC's moving quickly. QB sneak coming in. TCU will get a stop for a loss, about a 3-yard loss. Going to be looking at about 1st and 8, 1st and 7, depending on where they spot it. But I like that move there. You know what I mean? The run game's been working well. It looked like a RPO type option. You decided to pull it out. I didn't hate that look. Didn't hate that look. Also, can we shout out North Carolina's O-line real quick? Like really coming in, letting that run game take over. And because they're creating those holes, they're taking care of their assignments and getting to that second level. They look damn good. And look right there. Beautiful hole. Touchdown, North Carolina. Beautiful run there. Beautiful run there. Love what North Carolina's doing. Love how that started. That was great. That was great. Great way to start the night for UNC as they line up for the extra point. Ooh. It was deflected. Definitely went off a hand, but still went through. North Carolina going up 7-0. Belichick is absolutely ecstatic. Oh, my God. But, hey, North Carolina came out on offense, and they showed two things. One, we can run the football. Number two, we can air out the football. And that's what you like to see. Very disciplined. Love that O-line and how that O-line is working. I think TCU's defense is going to have a hell of a time with that. But North Carolina off that first drive, beautiful. Beautiful. That is exactly what we wanted to see coming out of Belichick and these boys. Very nice. Very, very nice. And those lines had to have shifted. Let me go to the lines. Hold on. Yep, North Carolina, 2.5-point favorites, minus 140 on the money line now. Yeah. Not bad. Not bad at all. What's that first half looking at? Ooh, just taking totals now. Totals at 30.5. Over minus 130. I do think a lot of points are going to be scored in this football game. I want to see how this North Carolina defense looks. I want to see how it looks before I take out a total bet and go from there. But damn. Yeah, that was a very strong opening from North Carolina. And, depending, and I know I'm talking very, very early here, but I mean, with how they looked there, if TCU can't adjust to that and they start getting, a lot of points up there, we might be looking at, a ranked UNC going into next week with the losses and everything that happened this weekend and throughout the week. McCormick in the chat. What's good, brother? What is good? Welcome to the first live stream of the football season. How you doing, bud? What do you think, McCormick? I thought that offense looked sharp. Very sharp for North Carolina to start it out. As we're in commercial break. $30.5. That seems a little high for the first half. So they're saying, what's the full game total? because they weren't expecting. The book obviously wasn't expecting. Yeah, 59.5 for the full game. All right, North Carolina kicks it off. It's going to be a touchback. TCU to getting started. Oh, for sure. It's going to be a good time, brother. But we'll see how this TCU offense comes out. I mean, over the last couple of years, it has looked okay. Oh, did he? Hey, I'm down. I'm down. Send me the link. Let's roll with it. All right, TCU choosing to throw, and they get the first down. But that defense swarmed. Like the way the defense reacted. Got that ball out quick, too. All right, let's see. For sure, bro. Let's fucking go. And, you know, Bill Belichick and his history with defense, looking for a lot of aggression, looking for, just like any Belichick defense, great swarming there off the screen pass. TCU will gain about 2 yards there. Oh, and we got Steve Belichick back on the defense. I forgot about that. I totally forgot about that. Oh, Crick Snape Drax tonight? I'm going to tune into that. Tune into that later. Ooh, and bouncing off, not the best run play. And I mean, the O-line definitely disintegrated there for TCU. North Carolina taking advantage of that, clogging up the hole. Oh, yeah, look at that. Great move there by 91. Nice little spin move, got right in that hole. 3rd and 7 coming up for TCU. Both teams kind of playing up tempo here to start the game off, and I like that. You know, these guys probably have the jitters and everything. First game of the season. Let's go ahead and use that to our advantage. Play fast. UNC coming in with a blitz, and they decide to throw it away. TCU going to be going for a punt here. Wow. I'm not going to lie. This North Carolina team looks damn good. First 2 drives. I mean, that defense is exactly what you want. That offense off those first plays is what you want. Special teams hasn't effed up. Like, guys. Out of bounds and a short punt from TCU. It's going to be marked at like the 35. Oof. Going to be marked at the 35. UNC getting the ball back. And damn, the boys look good. The boys look good. UNC looks very solid. I mean, defensively, offense. I'm excited to see this offense go again. And it's an exciting brand of football. You know, they're breaking off big runs. They're creating those holes with the O-line, and then they're able to step back and, throw bombs. I mean, let's go. And this Geo kid looks like he's got that thing in him. Like he's a dog so far. We'll see how it goes. But early indications, I mean, the line is completely flipped now. Opened up TCU, going into the game at kickoff, TCU 3.5 point favorites. North Carolina now 3.5 point favorites. I mean, absolutely insane stuff. And I love it. I'm a big fan of it. As we're in commercial break here, I mean, Yeah, this may be a nice little beatdown that we get tonight. McCormick, in case you're interested. Yeah, I'm looking at it right now, McCormick. Don't worry about it. I love it, dude. I absolutely love it. Oh, those are your keepers? Wait, which ones are you keeping, or is that just your team? I'm confused. So that part I'm going to need you to clarify. But while we have a minute, let me run you through. So some stuff happened. I'm not in the family draft this year, but I helped out my father-in-law with his draft this year. And his lineup is as followed. Jordan Love at QB, wide receivers, Puka Nacua and DK to start. DK is questionable if we're actually going to start him to go within the season. Running backs, Derrick Henry, James Conner. Tight end, Travis Kelce. Defense, Eagles. Tyler Loop at kicker. Jamison Williams at flex. Bill, Ja'Cory Krosky, Merritt on the bench. Emike Mbuka, Tucker Kraft, Chris Godwin, Dallas Goedert on our bench to rock and roll. And so I'm a fan of that draft. Shout out to my father-in-law. Hope he wins the big one. He's got the roster to do it. We'll just see what happens. As we're getting ready to go ahead and get back with the program here. North Carolina with the football on the 35. Shotgun empty formation. They got 3 up top, 2 outside. Oh, and we got a flag here. Looks like we are going to get a false start or something procedural on the offense. False start, yeah. Are getting some movement. 1st and 15. Belichick doesn't look happy. All right, let's see what they dial up here. 1st and 15. I'm looking for another pass play here. And they're going to look to run. Got Gio under center, running back in the backfield. Motion. Handoff there. TCU getting better there, though, and surrounding it. Maybe gaining of a yard, but at least back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 15 coming up for North Carolina. Empty again. In shotgun. Drops back. Looking to rip it, but not going to be able to. Oh, he gets away. Oh, wow. But they blew the whistle. So going to count as a sack. I don't know if I agree with that. Seemed like an early whistle there. But going to be about 3rd down and 22, 25. Seeing the replay, I mean, got a good drive on it. He must have heard the whistle because he had a good grip on him, but then he ripped away. I don't know, man. That seemed like a very early whistle. 3rd and 23 coming up for North Carolina. Probably going to run the ball. Yeah, run the ball here and just set up a good punt. And that's what we'll do. TCU's defense getting much better on that run block and really getting those holes clogged. So we'll see a punt out of North Carolina here. 7-10 left to go in the first. Can only keep 2. Okay, no rookies. Gotcha. UNC with a big, wow, that's a big old punt. Going to be out at about the 42, 43. But if you're looking for my opinion, McCormick, I would keep Saquon and I'd keep Bucky, if I'm going to be honest with you. I'd maybe keep Joe Burrow. I wouldn't hate that. But if you're looking at that type of a lineup, that's kind of where I'm at. Lines moved a little bit. 1.5. North Carolina's favored by. I might wait to jump on that again. See if we can get a North Carolina. A TCU touchdown or some points on the board. Just get that line a little bit closer to even is where I kind of wanted at. As we are just waiting on the commercial break now. We're off to Never Land. Boom, 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 boom. Alrighty. I forgot commercials take so damn long nowadays. And you kind of forget about that. You kind of forget about that for a minute when you're watching, baseball and other stuff. But then you get to the NFL and you forget, or college football or anything football, and it's just, takes forever, bro. But hey, we love it. We love football, don't we? Love football. But again, hey, thanks to everyone watching here on Rumble, X, YouTube. Y'all are the best. You like what we're cooking, hit that like button, hit the follow button. As we're about to get back to the action. TCU, 1st and 10. Where did they end up spotting the ball? Was it the 42? All right, here we go. TCU going open with the motion. Little screen pass to the running back. UNC defense all over it. Loss of yardage, probably about 2 yards lost there. Should be 2nd and 12 coming up. Yeah, UNC really snuffed that one out. Got the bubble open again. They're going to take a shot. Not going to go well. Great coverage from UNC, and I think a very questionable pass interference about to be called. I didn't think he was anywhere all over him. But that should be about a 20-yard penalty. I don't know about that. Maybe give me OPI. Belichick's not happy. Pass interference, defense. All right. Yeah, he grabbed a hold of the jersey there, but I don't know if that is enough. I mean, that's very ticky-tacky when we talk about the world of wide receivers and DBs. That little grab there, I mean, it didn't change, trajectory of anything. That ball was going out of bounds. I think that's a bad call, but not the first call, not the last call I'm going to disagree with the refs on. UNC fans can't believe it. TCU getting lined up again. Going a little jet sweep action. They'll get to about 5 yards on that. See if TCU can capitalize off that pass interference. This would be the time to strike right now. 2nd and 6 coming up. TCU moving fast. Drop back, single high safety for UNC. Go with the run. Not enough, but a good dive there. Going to be about a yard short coming up, 3rd down. UNC probably going to bring a full-on blitz here. Really try to shut this shit down, but they're going to go with a screen pass again, and that'll get them the couple yards they need. 1st down and some. Love that play call there by TCU. You know you're not going to beat them on the ground. You might as well beat them in the air right there. All right, TCU getting the audible call. UNC had too high. No, they're going back to too high. But run play from TCU. Going to get about 6 yards on it. Not too bad. Nice little blitz coming in from UNC. TCU taking a shot, and they get it. Touchdown. Horned Frogs. Beautiful pass there to Jordan Dwyer. Put it right only where he could get it. Led him perfectly. That was a beautiful, beautiful throw. Great touchdown. We're all tied up in North Carolina. I mean, you just see a beautiful little fade route there. And it looked like great coverage, had a couple of steps on him, and then he goes ahead and sends it home for the tutty. Love to see it. I mean, and a beautiful, beautiful throw. Beautiful throw. TCU extra is good. 7-7. Tied up here. 4:08 left to go in the first. Definitely have some high scoring going on here. Well, not that high, but what's the total at for the half? 31.5. We're at 14 points. So I think at least one more touchdown is going to be scored. That's fair. But seeing that UNC defense, I mean UNC offense on that second drive, kind of worried me. So we'll have to look at that. All right, TCU with the kickoff. And we'll get a touchback. 4:08 left to go in the first. Tied ball game 7-7. 1st and 10 coming up for the North Carolina offense. We got a game on our hands, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see if North Carolina's offense can adapt to what TCU is giving them. Because it was not looking pretty at first. All right, Gio going under center. Couple yards off the run, nothing impressive. 2nd and 8 coming up. 2nd and 9 probably. Short 9. Yeah, that UNC offense really came out looking very, very strong. And TCU has made the right adjustments just within the first drive. And UNC is committing to this run game, and it is not doing them any favors right now. TCU is essentially saying, we're daring you to pass it. Do you trust your quarterback? Do you trust your wide receiver? Do you trust your tight end? And so, yeah, I think UNC is going to need to start showing that they can throw the football. Drops back, 3rd and 10. Nice little bomb there. It's going to be overthrown. Yeah, no pass interference on that one. That's interesting. That's interesting. Just saying. That's very interesting. So we will be seeing that North Carolina punt team again. 2:45 left to go in the first quarter. Get another really nice punt off. Fair catch called at about the 30. They might be nice and mark it at 29, but that's where we're at there. Ooh, that was a beautiful catch. I forgot about that. That one-handed catch in Miami, Notre Dame. Oof. Just pretty. Just pretty. Oh, we're not going to commercial. Wow. All right, TCU lining up 1st and 10 at their own 30. Run play from TCU is not going to go far. Get maybe half a yard on that one. 2nd and 10 still coming up. And I mean, I will say both defenses have been great at stopping the run, but UNC hasn't shown that they can, stop the pass. Got soft coverage right now on the receivers. They're looking to run again. Nope, pass play. And that's what that soft coverage is going to get you, a first down for TCU. Drop back their corners. Their safeties are playing soft. I mean, I don't know why they're not going man and making them prove that they can beat them. Another run play from TCU, but corner is still playing very soft. All right, 2nd and 9 coming up for TCU. With what they've been showing us, would not be surprised for a pass play here. Good pressure from North Carolina. Good pocket from TCU's O-line. QB will scramble for a little bit. Get a couple yards. We got 3rd down coming up. 3rd and 6 coming up. $33 seconds on the play clock. Might get 2 more plays, at least 1 more. TCU set up to pass, and they'll go ahead and get the first down. They'll get to the 50. And that'll run out the clock on the first quarter. Yeah, they're not going to rush at this point. All right, first quarter, we got 7-7 North Carolina TCU. North Carolina coming out aggressive early. Loved the game plan they had out for that first drive. But TCU seems to have gotten wise to it and is changing their thoughts and stopping that run instead of dropping back and letting them just run all over them. So I want North Carolina to start throwing the football more. TCU, on the other hand, seems to have their offensive plan figured out pretty damn well. Good mix of running the football and throwing the football. UNC seems to be guessing wrong on every turn. So interested to see how this goes. Gonna take a quick break while we're in commercial break. I'm the Brofict One AJ. See you guys in a moment. And we're back. What's up, D-Gens? TCU getting 2nd and 3, and they're going to go ahead and get the first down on the ground. Looking damn good doing it, too. This run game looking real strong for TCU, and this offense in general looking very strong for TCU. Which is maybe a little shocking, but they're showing out right now. Nothing but respect. Another big run from TCU to get another first down. Oh, they were short, but still going to get the first down. TCU living off of their running back right now. Dropping back to pass now. Wide open. Nice hit from the corner there, but not enough. TCU with the first down in the 15. Probably being spotted at close to the 11. Yeah. Give that man the 11. All right. One in the backfield, but got it spread out. Dropping back to pass. Into the end zone. No touchdown. Left it too far. Ooh, but we are getting a flag. Maybe be looking at PI again on North Carolina, which would not be good. Yeah, pass interference. Oh, offensive pass interference. Ooh, okay. Give it some OPI there. Maybe a little get back call for that PI call. All right, 1st and 25 coming up. See what TCU decides to do here. Probably either set up for a pass. They're going to pass. Nice chunk play there. Taken down short, though. Sets up a very manageable 2nd down, though. All right, empty backfield. TCU to pass again in shotgun. Quick pass to the 10. 3rd and 8 coming up. 3rd and 7 maybe. Third and 7. Defense cannot figure it out right now. Need the stop here. Only need 7 yards for a first down. Ooh, scrambling in the backfield. UNC almost with the sack. Thrown into the end zone. Ooh, knocked down. For 4th down coming up for TCU. More than likely going for the field goal here. lining up for the field goal. We got a flag on the play, though. Hold the phone. Looks like against TCU. False start by TCU. So move this kick back a little bit. Fourth and 12 now. And I mean, it's a little bit longer of a field goal, but it's fine. Still not that long of a kick. 32 yards. Nails it. Horned Frogs up 10-7. 11-13 left to go here in the second. And I'm going to call it a night. Been a long day, been a long weekend for me. And so we're going to call it here. Hope you all have a great rest of your evening. Great rest of your week. We will be live Wednesday going over our week 2 and week 1 college NFL picks. Cannot wait to do that and really dive into everything. But thank you all for listening. Thank you all for watching. If you like what we're cooking, please hit that like button. Hit the follow button. It does help us out a lot more than you know. But with all that being said, I'm the Brofict one, AJ. Have a great rest of your Labor Day. See you next time on Degenerate Takes.